They're the woking dead. They're immune to reason. They're immune to data. They're immune to culture. They're immune to music. Most especially, they're immune to any kind of new experiences, because any kind of new experiences, listening to a speaker who they don't agree with before they've heard them, or any other form of stimulation, is anathema to them, because if it were to occur, it might just tickle that little tiny little particle of humanity that's left, a little particle of curiosity, that little tiny flame of imagination that still lurks inside of every human heart, I believe. And kindling that would be the end of everything they know, be the end of all their friends. Because of all the things they're dead to, really, the main thing that the woking dead are dead to is humanity in general. The entire idea of humanity. They despise humanity, despise humans. But even on a more personal level, they don't seem to have any friends. Now, I know that sounds like a kind of a jingoistic statement, but stay with me on this. Recently, the college Democrats, which is equivalent to the college Republicans, is an on-campus, across the country organization, has been tearing itself apart because they can't seem to find anybody to chair that organization who doesn't have a history of something that's objectionable to somebody else in the organization. Is there ever a time when the woking dead are not striving to eat each other, to cannibalize each other, to grab that last remaining shred of virtue? Is there one of them that on some level doesn't feel that their friends are not quite as woke as they are, that there's kind of a conviction, a passion that they have, not a passion, just sort of a duty or a robotic kind of a seek and destroy kind of thing that their friends aren't quite up to? I don't know. It's a lot of generalizations, but I'll tell you one thing. I've seen happy people in my life. I know what happy people look like. Not always happy, but I'm mostly happy. And I have friends, and I just spent a lot of time with friends and family. We had a marvelous time. We didn't think about COVID. We didn't think about vaccines. We didn't think about the patriarchy. We didn't think about the oppressive culture. We didn't think about systematic racism. We didn't think about any of that stuff. It was just a family and friends getting together, having a wonderful time. I think it's terrific. It's a video. I think it's great. But that doesn't really matter because I'm not the problem. The reason I want to share this with you is because of how it affects people who have not been particularly lined up to read, policy statements by the Heritage Foundation or listen to George Will do a lecture. I'm going to play a couple bars of it, and then I'm going to sync it up, watch the reaction that this flaming sword of justice and righteousness has on our fellow Americans here. Here we go.
I love high gas prices. I love paying more for groceries, and I really love seeing taxes rise. It's so good knowing that I'm giving more but receiving less. It makes me feel humble, but I'm gonna stop with the sarcasm right there, cause I swear we're living in a real jungle. It's pretty simple to me though. It's way past being left or right. Just use your head and common sense and think about how you've been affected in daily life. Is it easier or is it harder? That's the most important question you should think of first, cause life is a bitch already as it is, and you don't need someone that's gonna make it worse. Ask me? I think we're don't give me that look, everything sucks. Have you gone outside? Have you been to the store? Have you compared the prices to a year before? Do you drive a car? Have you pumped gas? Don't lie to me now, it sucks. You could brush it off like a f***ing joke, but the media lies, numbers don't. Well, you can't blame Biden, it isn't him. Well, who the is it then? What jacked up the prices? I wanna know. I spend so much up at Conoco. I don't know. I think it's insane that the leader of the country gets no blame, cause the whole entire time, the last 4 years, it was cheap as I'm just saying, now watch. Down in the comment section, someone's gonna give us an economy lesson. I can't wait to hear your expert analysis on fluctuation and how expenses balance. Hey, it's all a part of the process. What the hell you bitching for? It's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 16 cents that I saved on hot dogs for 4th of July. What a steal. Too bad I spent more on gas just to get the Target. So by the time I got done buying all this filling up my car, I had way less than when I started.
You may not like the capsule that this is wrapped in, and that's fine. But what's important, and what you just saw with your own lion eyes, is that capsule, that F-bomb laden rap song, got a message to people who would never have gotten the message before. And that's where the fight is, right? Because you're not the problem, I'm not the problem. Even the people watching the video aren't the problem. The problem is that they never ever get to hear the other side of the story. And along comes Samson, Samson, of all people, what a great name. Some guy, white guy from out in the sticks with a mullet, who is laying down some very solid beats and reaching people with that flaming sword of righteousness in a way that the rest of us, at least as far as I'm concerned, can just sit back and watch in absolute awe.